So guys, welcome to today's tutorial. Today we are going to look at how we can design something unique using Pixellab. So let's quickly go to our graphics group and see how we can pick our Pixellab. We are using Pixellab for today's design. Depending on the version of the Pixellab you're using, you're going to have this kind of interface or the usual interface you have. Don't worry about anything. That is not a problem. So what we are going to do now is first go to this A. Okay, click on this A on your Pixellab, then go to click on this text, and these things will pop up for you. So click on delete to remove this text. Now go to here. So you are going to pick this. Okay, so you are going to click on this very stuff here. Okay, so you're going to click on that. When you click on it, you see color, you see transparent, image size. Let's say my image size, I want to use 1400 by 1280. 1400 pixels by 1280, and I click OK. So on color, you can go to your color and use white. Use white for the background. All right, so the next thing you're going to do now is you're going to add the shapes needed in that design. So the first shape we are going to use is circle shape, ellipse tool. So you come here, when you click on this box and you have circle here. You pick it and click on this ticked icon. You tick it and you go to color, change the color, click on embedded, enable it so that you take black color. You can just hover around and pick black color. You can resize it to what you want and how you want it to look like. So you pick it to where you want it to be. Now let's say I'm going to leave this here. Let's say I'm going to leave this here. Then I'll still need another color. So what I will do, I'll click OK and go to and scroll down to copy. So when you click on copy, it's going to duplicate. You also take it down to another location for what next you want to do. Let me still expand this. Let me still make this bigger and take it to here. So now this is what I'm looking at for here. So let me still expand this. When you want to expand, look at these dots that are here. All these dots and these dots. When you use these two dots, it's going to expand it's going to stretch your work. But if you use this other this other angle here, so let me use this to show you the angle. If you use this, it's going to expand the circle or the image equally. So depending on what you want to do. So all right, so now look at it. It expands it equally. So depending on how you want the size to be, you make it and keep adjusting to what you want. Now I want to change the color of this one to something, the color I feel like using. So I'll click on it and I'll come to color and I'll click on there. I already have the color here, but I want to show you how you can get the exact color if you want to. So I'll click on this plus sign. It will take me to add color. Now, simple way, these dots on this circle, these dots here. So you click on this dot and use it to hover around your work. So I will click on the dot and drag it to where I want it to be, and I'll pick this down here and pick this down here. So I'll just play around it however I want it to look like. I'll play around it till I get the exact color. But if I don't have the exact color and I know the color I'm looking at for, I'll just click on this pen tool. I'll click on this pen tool that is here. Okay, so I'll click on that pen tool and now enter the color number. So I'll click on the pen tool. This is not the color number I want, so I'll just type F6 A200. That's the color I want. So I will click on OK. So it will give me the exact color I want, and I will click on OK. Okay, so now the next one is a lighter color I will also want to input in my design. So what I will do is I will click on this empty space, or better still, you click here. You click here to take you to the design planes panels. So I'll click on this key to lock the design so that it cannot move to anywhere. So if you are following me, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also follow our social media platforms to get more updates. So I'm going to click on shapes here, and I'll take this shape. This is the shape I want. So I'll just click on OK, and I'll take it to where I want it to be. Okay, let me expand it to how I want it to be, and I'll take it here. Now I want the edge to be rounded. So since I want the edge to be rounded, I will go to Edit and I'll go to Radius. I will increase the radius a bit to what I want. So I will take it to the place I want it to be. So I'll leave it there and I'll click OK. Then I'll go to color and click on enabled and pick the color I want to use. Okay, so when I click on the color I want to use, or remember I told you you can always click on plus and play around this color to meet what kind of color you want to use. So I'll click on OK and click on OK here. Okay, so now the next thing I want to add is another ellipse tool or a circle. So now watch, since this icon is highlighted, this toolbar is showing. But if I click on the background, you see that the toolbar is off. So anytime you want to use the new tools, you always click on the background, or you lock your images and click on anywhere, it will work out for you. So I will now click on ellipse tools and I will take circle again. I'll just keep it somewhere here first. I'll come back to it. Another thing I want to add is some effects, some tools that will also make my design more nice. So I'll go to this A. Anytime you click on A, is you want to make write text. So this A here, we are going to click on it so that we can work on text. So I'll click here and I'll click on text. It will add a new text. So I'll click on edit to edit that text. So what I need is I want to add this, only this. So I'll click OK, and I want to change the text. I want to check the text. So I'll just scroll down to fonts. I'll change the font. Can I use this? Okay, I'll use this. I'll use that. So I'll now go back to relative position. So I'll click on this, click on this. I want to take it down and click OK. Then I will now use position to move it to where I want it to be. Okay, so I'm okay there. So I will duplicate it. I'll copy it, still go to position and still take it down. Okay, and click on position. So I'll move it up a bit to place it where I want it to be. Now, using this cursor tells you what is the distance you want your movement, your text to move, or your whatsoever you're positioning to, the distance it needs to move. So I'm okay with that. So what I will do is I'll make these two texts I created to be one text. So I will come here and I will click on this. I want to select it, so I'll click on this to select it. So I'll click on that and it will give me this option. So I will just tap here to tick it and I will click on merge. I want to merge it. I want it to become one. So I will click on merge so that it will become one. So I will click on merge and click on OK. So the text now has become one. And once you merge a text, it becomes an image. So you can't be editing it using text. You can only edit it using image here. So now I've gotten it to be one. So guys, you see that it's now one. So what I will do is I will also duplicate it. I will duplicate it. So I'll click on copy and I want to take it to, I want to position it. So I want it to move faster while positioning. So I'm okay with that. So I'm going to rotate it to 90 degrees. So you scroll down to rotate and you scroll, take it to 90 degrees. Okay, I'm okay with that. So I'm okay with this is what I wanted. So I will now shift it to position it well. Okay, I think I'm okay with that position. So I still want to do another of this text. So I will click on A and I'll click on text. This time around I want the text to be the dots to be smaller. So I will edit the text and I'll just use this very fonts, this default fonts. I'm okay with that. So I'm going to use that default text. So what I will do this time, I'll also going to duplicate it. So I'll copy it and go to relative position, take it to where I want it to be and click OK. Then now use position to move it to where I want it to be. Okay. Why I'm using this is because I want it to be where I want it to be. So it will help me to make it more straight and align the way I want it to align. So you just play around it until it meets what you want. So I'm okay with that. I'm now going to merge it again. So for me to merge them again, I will just click on here. I will click on this tick and I will tick the two and click on merge. So this has merged. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and also follow our social media platforms. Thank you. So after merging it, I'm going to duplicate it. Remember, when you merge a text, it becomes an image. So you cannot click on A and you see your toolbar is not there again because it's not text anymore. So you have to click on shape so that you can get your toolbar here to work with. So I'm going to duplicate it and take it to where I want it to be. So I duplicate it and I'm going to use relative position to take it to where I want it to be. Okay, so I'm okay. So I will now use position to move it down to where I want it to be. Okay, so I will reduce this. Let me just play around. So you can just play around this. It's for when once you are able to get it. So I have it there. So I'm now still going to merge these two and duplicate again to ease my work. So I've already shown you how to do the merging. It's very simple. Just follow these steps. Okay, so I've merged it and I want to duplicate it. So I'll just duplicate it and take it to where I want it to be using the relative position. So, and the normal positioning. So, okay. So, all right. So that is what I want. That's how I want it to look like. So it's now okay there for me. So what I will do is I will still merge it. I will still merge the two so that I'll take them to where exactly I want it to be. So I've meshed it and I want to move it down a bit. Okay, and I'm okay with that. So now remaining one thing. So I'll click on this ellipse tool because I want to bring in an image. I want to bring image inside that ellipse tool. So when I click on this ellipse tool, I'll click on texture and I'll click on this. It will take me to locations where I have my picture. So I'll just go to the location where I have the image I want to use. I want to use this. So I'll click on it and I'm okay with it that way. So you see that the image has come inside there. So if you want to scale it, you want to make it more bold, you want to embed it, you want to make it fit to that screen. So that's okay by me. Now the next thing I want to do is using the write-ups I want. So I'll go to A for text, click on text. The text I want to edit is graphic. So it's going to be in caps letter. Even if you type in small letter, there is something you can do to make it bold. So you click on this TT. You see this TT that is up here. When you click on this TT, it's going to turn your text to bold. And you click on OK. And here is your text. So you can use this angle to change your write-up how you want it to be. You can change the font size, the font color. So I want to change the font size to something nice. Okay, let me check my fonts. Okay, I have different kind of fonts I've installed to my system. In the next video, I'm going to show you how you can install fonts to your systems, to your phone. Okay, so I'm going to show you that. So let's say I want to use okay, since this is a tutorial, in case you might not have fonts, so I'm going to use the fonts that is you can easily get from here. So I'm going to use Arm Writer. Okay, I'm going to use Arm Writer. So I'll click on Arm Writer, or if you want it, you can still use okay, let's use Chunk 5 and okay it. Okay, so I want to change the font color. I want the font color to be more dark, so I'll go and use black. It comes out very dark. Okay, so I want to reduce the font a bit, so I will go to size and reduce the font size a bit. So graphic, I'm still going to use these same fonts for design. So I will just duplicate it. And take it here and edit it and write design. Okay, graphic design. So I'm going to increase the font size of this design, increase it a bit. Okay, that's okay by me. but I'm not going to use this color. So I'll pick one of the color I'm using at my background here. So I'll go to color, I'll pick this that meets with one of my background. Okay, having selected this color, I'll click OK. Then I'll still duplicate this one, and I want to put the mastery graphic design mastery. So okay, so this is what I wanted. So I will just position it well, how I want it to be positioned. So the next text I'm going to add is the softwares we are going to use for mastering this design. Okay, so we click on text and we'll go to edit it. We are going to use Photoshop. Now Photoshop, and okay, so you're also going to use Corel Draw, and we are also going to use Pixellab. So these are the three software we are going to be training people on. So let's go there, Pixellab. Okay, so I'll click on OK. Now if you see the write-up is longer, but I don't want it to be long like that. So first I will have to reduce the font size to what I want to use. So I'll use this. So I will now have to go back and edit the text and break it. So I will just break the Pixellab and just click on enter to break it. So you see that the Pixellab comes here. So I will increase the Pixellab color to black. So that's okay for me. So there's another image I want to design. So okay, let me align it. Let me make it align. Okay, so I'll still reduce the font a bit. Okay guys, so just follow the steps one after the other. You are going to get it right the way I've gotten mine. So I'm going to add another image, another shape. So I'll come here and click on shapes, and I'm going to make it very small. So I'll just leave it here. I'll leave it here. Okay, so I'll change the color to black. I want to use black there, so I'll still make it small. Okay, so now I want to put learn more as a right up there, so I'll just duplicate this one. I'll just duplicate this, and I will change the color to white because I want to put it on black. So I will change the color to white, and I'll take it up here and now edit it. So the editing now, I'm going to put the learn more. I'm going to put the learn more. So okay, learn more. So I will change the font size first, the font type first. Okay, let me check what can I use. I will use this. All right, so I will now increase the font size to give me what I want. So okay, I'm okay there. So I can still use this font size, so I will duplicate it and take it to where I want it to be. So this is going to be for our contacts. So I'll put the contact us. Okay, contact us. I'm okay with that. Then I'm still going to duplicate it and put the contacts. So here I'm going to use my phone number. So you can use your phone number while doing your design for people to contact you. Okay, so my number is 08036086096. Okay, so I'll leave it there. So I will change this contact us to black colors. Okay, so I'll leave it at black. I will leave this one here. Okay, so now it's going to be a paid class, so people have to pay 5k, 5,000 naira for Nigerian currency, 5,000 naira only to join this class. So I'm going to um copy this and take it to, I want to put the price here. Okay, and I'll change the color to white so that it will look more nice on white. So I'll change it to 5k only. That's 5,000 naira only. 5k only. So I'll put this 5k only. So you don't need to pay more than that or less than that. So I will now increase it to whatsoever size I want to. So I will now leave it there. I'll leave it there. So for now, I'm okay with this design. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you have not done so. Follow our other social media platforms, and thank you. That will be all for today.